Roofers, listen, if you're running a company in 2026 without an AI mascot, you're already behind. Think about it. The brands that dominate culture aren't just businesses, they're characters. Coca-Cola has the polar bears, Budweiser has Clydesdales, and Frosted Flakes has Tony the Tiger. Meanwhile, most roofers are still posting the same "get a new roof today" photos from 2018, and it's just time to evolve. I'm Sam with the Go2 Roofer Agency, and today I'm going to show you why every roofing company needs an AI mascot. Now you're probably asking me right now, Sam, does AI content actually work? What's this AI thing about? And the short answer is yes, but you have to use it right. Here's the bad news. If you haven't been creating content up to now, you're behind. There's no sugarcoating it, you're in the back of the pack. But what's the good news? AI just handed you a jetpack. You can now produce more content in 1 week than most roofers have made in the last 5 years. So without being great on camera, without needing expensive gear, and without burning hours that you just simply don't have,
you could be making videos like this and never touch a camera, or your marketing team could do it for you.
Here's where your mascot comes in. It isn't just a logo, it's a character that produces unlimited content for you. There's two easy paths here. Your option number one is the AI version of, well, yourself. Take one picture of yourself, upload it to the right tool, and now you've got 15 and 40-second vertical videos of you talking, of you explaining roof services, roofing tips, you giving storm alerts, you answering FAQs for your homeowners. You're sounding and looking like you without you actually being on film. How would that be? Hey roofers, I just want to interrupt for a minute and share with you a really cool product that I think your crews are absolutely gonna love, and you will too. It's called the Roof Cushion. Now you may have seen these online, and I think they are excellent. It helps with the professionalism of your crews up on the roof, and that's one thing we stand by here at the Go2 Roofer is professionalism in everything we do. We only work with roofers that have good intentions for their homeowners, and hey, you know what? Carrying around a nasty, dirty old couch cushion on the roof isn't really a good image to portray, right? Especially to those homeowners. But hey, look at this. This is the roof cushion. It does not slip or slide just like your trusty couch foam, but it's got this really cool like stability layer in here that you can actually put tools on, you can stand on and have a nice firm grip. It acts kind of like a ledge. So check it out. Get them for all your crews, roofcushion.com. Now let's get back to the video. Now, if you don't like that, option number two is the animated mascot. You can just skip the owner route and build a character for the company. Think about this, a roofing robot, a friendly shingle monster, a storm fighting cartoon hero, or a wild unicorn that fixes roofs. Anything is possible. Let AI go wild with it. This mascot could explain roofing topics, guide homeowners, be funny, educational, authoritative. However your brand personality is built, you can put that into this character. It shows up on daily social, on YouTube, on ads, on emails, automatically. People start to associate your brand with this mascot. So it becomes your 24/7 content employee that never gets tired, isn't shy or inconsistent. Your audience remembers this character. And they trust personalities. They follow stories, not shingles. You know, roofers who adopt mascots now, well, they're actually positioning themselves like a national brand without the national branding budget.
What would I tell brands? If you want somebody to buy your product, market to them with content that they would like to see in places they spend their time. Oh, by the way, they f***ing live on Facebook.
Okay, so here's the truth. Roofers have struggled for years to create a memorable brand. Everyone uses the same colors, the same truck wraps, the same family owned and operated since 1992. But the brands that really stick in your head, well, they've got character, they've got story, and they've got identity. A mascot becomes the face of the mission of the company without the owner ever needing to be on camera every single day. And now AI lets any roofing company create world-class brand mascots in minutes instead of millions of dollars. Hey, look at that, I've got a whiteboard. Too many roofers are following the old business model, and before AI, almost all businesses ran this way. You had your administration department, which would have ideas to give to the marketing department, which would develop those ideas and test them in the marketplace. Sales would have to remember what those deals were. Fulfillment would do those things. Support would fix anything that happened along the way. Inform the admin team, which reports to marketing, and then marketing has to explain why the numbers weren't so great. And then sales forgets what happens with those leads because the reporting was a month later. And then fulfillment is unaware of the issues that came up. And then support ends up being overloaded. Okay, you see that? That's the old way. We got to get rid of that. So we're just going to do this. And now you've got the new way. So in the new business model, you start with your content. You push your content out to the masses. If your business isn't becoming a media generation company, you're gonna be behind. So what happens after content? Content gets created and it gets distributed. What happens here is your marketing department's only job is to get that content out to the masses and collect data on that content. We're not talking about running paid ads yet. We're talking about social, organic content. Posting and seeing what clicks. Where are your engagements coming from? If it's not happening organically, then it's not going to work in your ads. And why is this? Well, it's because the algorithms have changed. What we've been doing is playing marketing backwards for so long. We throw content out there, then we put money behind bad content to try and make it work. But now the algorithms are so good at serving exactly what you want, relevance-wise, directly to the person that wants it, that every piece of content you create has a chance to be seen. It doesn't matter if you post 100 times a day. If it's bad content, it's not going to get seen. But if you post one time a day and it's really good content, it'll get seen. That's why content has become king, and distribution is all that marketing does now. So find that winning piece of content and push it. Now we go to sales. Sales is still selling. Customer advocacy. This has changed. Rather than going straight to support, a customer advocate that walks that customer through their journey is revolutionizing the experience for the homeowners or for the business owners that you serve. Having someone who's dedicated to teaching them, guiding them, and communicating with them all the way through that journey is going to delight them and make them a happy, excited client. And it makes you stick out completely different than anybody else. So what does that lead to? That leads to operations. And what is operations? It's everything else in the business. Admin, finance, production, crews, all that other stuff. It's just lumped into operations now because everything else feeds into it. Now operations has a very important job to do. They have to document and take content so that the content department can continue to create and distribute. So what happens here? After it comes all the way back around to operations and the reports come out, it informs the content. The content department then collects the information from operations to create more content, and you restart the cycle. And why does this work? It all works because of this word right here, attention. If you're failing in your marketing right now, it's because you're not getting enough attention. Simple as that. So how do you get more attention? Well, I just showed you. It's content. So let's recap that just one more time. Content is now the engine. Distribution is your oxygen. Sales closes, and advocates keep your customers talking positively about your business. And everything else, fulfillment, admin, finance, that's just your operations. So if you're not leading with content, you're invisible. And if you're invisible, you don't grow. This is how small roofing companies can look big. This is how unknown companies can become memorable. And it's how local pros can build a digital presence that beats the chuck in a truck crews every single time. Look, 2026 isn't the year to just try content. It's the year to build a brand, build your marketing, and make it so that no one will ever forget it. If you want help creating your AI mascot or even having AI content created for you, my team at Go2 Roofer Agency does this every single day for our roofers across the country. So check out the link below, book a call with me, and let's build the character that your brand deserves. Because companies who win in the next decade, they may not be the loudest, but they're definitely going to be the most memorable. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe, and all that cool stuff. Follow us over at go2roofer.com and right here on the YouTube channel, and I'll be back with another tip very shortly.